Hey, my trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. Okay, I have finished watching Selena story part one. I know I'm gonna be behind because she should be releasing or will have had released part two well before I probably get this posted. But I still wanted to share my thoughts on what I've seen in part one. So some of the things that Selena covered, and you will see clips after I'm done. You'll see some clips of her speaking on it as well from her own voice. But I definitely wanted to point out some significant things I heard her say, and also enjoy the countdown of how much JJ is sounding like Martell Holt. So yes, there will be a bit of a visual for that too. Let me know how many y'all counted as well, just off of part one though, just off of part one. But I was like, oh, this is eerily familiar. All right, so some of the things that I heard, and press to Selena for having to deal with a narcissist. It seems very draining. It could be very dangerous. So yeah, I am sorry, and I'm sorry for their daughters as well. And yeah, I definitely, if I read my notes correctly, I will be saying NoGucci. Shout out to the content creators that started calling her that first. Girl, you should be ashamed of yourself. All right, so some of the things, just to give y'all kind of a recap of some of the things that stood out to me. So Selena said that she never thought that she would have to make a video to even have to defend herself. She said JJ hasn't gotten over the fact that she left him. He's trying to make her life miserable. They're trying to paint a negative picture about her, and the they would be JJ and NoGucci. She said she always has tried to protect his image, but she's had to deal with a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde personality. The public sees the got darn it fun side, and she's seen the dark side. Selena believes also that NoGucci's daughter has also seen JJ's dark side. JJ wanted his daughters to promote the episode where they were being accused of being colorists. And I'm like, that's very selfish, because even though I said there may be some unconscious biases, I still wouldn't say to my child, well, you need to promote this episode because y'all are on the show and it'll get more views and all this other stuff. Like, not when I'm painted out to be a bad person like that. My parents would not ask me to do that. And they were also, they were accused of being a bully. They all, Selena also said, of course, it's not true. That's not her daughters. She said there were different reasons on why they didn't want to use that soap that time. She just, felt bad for her daughters for having to go through that. Her one of her daughters, I believe, Star, was receiving unaliving threats, and obviously that's very emotional to have to deal with. Also, and then she said she had to leave JJ for many, many reasons. Some included cheating, verbal abuse, mental abuse, compulsive lying, and being controlling. Selena said that she was actually Latrice's first pick for Belle Collective, and I was like, yeah, that makes more sense. Why wouldn't you be? Because we want to see Selena. DD4L, we want Selena. So I definitely believe that. Yeah, Selena would have been a great, great, great fit. I still hope there's a possibility she can be on the show if she so chooses to be on the show. I definitely hope there's still a spot for her. Selena would make a great Belle. She said since Latrice asked her about JJ as a second choice, Selena said she talked JJ up, although he was still out there maligning her character. Then when Latrice started seeing JJ's other side, she asked Selena, why didn't you tell me about how NoGucci and JJ really were? And Selena said she wanted Latrice to find out for herself, and she was just not trying to say anything bad about the father of her kids. She said if it wasn't for them being NoGucci and JJ bad-mouthing her on the show, she still would have just let herself be drugged through the mud in Jackson, Mississippi, because it had been happening forever already, and she just didn't even really try to clear things up. She said people in Jackson still believe a lot of lies about her for all these years, and she explicitly called JJ a narcissist. Selena also said after this, meaning the video that she did for part one, she said, trust me, he's coming for me because he thinks I'm going against him when I'm really standing up for myself and I'm just telling the truth. She spoke about the paperwork she had in a bag where she had also kept some memories of her daughters giving her cards and things like that. And she said there's some court documents in there for ABUSE, and she couldn't remember if she'd actually taken him to court that time, because there were many times that he would play mind games, talk her out of it, all kinds of things. He would just get into her head. She said she also, when she first was leaving JJ, she had written JJ's mom a letter, but unfortunately, she ended up not giving the letter to her. But the purpose of the letter was to explain why she was leaving JJ, because she knew JJ would turn it against her and basically lie on some things on how they split. And I know it would be pretty bad, because it wouldn't just be, oh, I left her. It'd be like some crazy accusations. Especially from what we've seen. If y'all have watched Belle Collective, I'm behind, but I saw enough of where they were saying Selena was an absentee mom and all those types of accusations. Selena said JJ gives himself extra credit, and she gets zero. She said she gets blamed for everything. She's accused of trying to corrupt their kids' minds. She said in the video sometimes she's actually speaking to JJ because she knows he's going to watch it back. She also deduced that JJ never wanted her and NoGucci to get along. She's thinking because one of the things is he doesn't want Selena to expose the real him. Selena says she is sure that NoGucci has already seen the real JJ. And I'm gonna have to add this: even if JJ didn't want y'all to get along, NoGucci is insecure already, and now I don't know where it stems from for sure, but that's gonna be the other reason y'all may never get along, because I feel, operates from a place of insecurity anyway. JJ feels like, according to Selena, JJ feels like their daughters are going against him if they try to express their feelings to him. Just to, this is how I'm feeling. She said that JJ will throw her in their daughter's face. And I'm guessing that means like, you see what all I do to you and your mommy, or do for y'all, and your mommy ain't here like that. She wasn't there for y'all like that. I can hear him saying something like that. She said she lost friends dealing with JJ. She said they would say, if your husband's there, I'm not coming. She said she wasn't allowed to have a cell phone, and he said, oh, we both won't have cell phones. Come to find out, he was hiding a cell phone in his truck. She said he's jealous of her relationship with their daughters. She said it's like he's trying to brainwash their daughters, like over the years, just trying to brainwash them against her. And I'm paraphrasing using the word brainwash. She then also noticed that the same rumors were following her, even if they got around different people, which also led her to believe that obviously he was keeping up the mess about her. And so with a new crowd, old rumors would resurface. She said that she believes that NoGucci used to have her blocked, but once NoGucci married JJ, she unblocked Selena. She said, and Selena said she's thinking it's so NoGucci could try to rub the marriage in Selena's face. And Selena said, she made it very clear. She was like, look, I no longer wanted JJ. I left JJ. JJ begged me to come back to him. He was begging my mom to beg me to come back to him. He begged and waited for Selena to come back to him for 3 years, according to her. Also, JJ is a passport bro. Apparently, there's a woman in Brazil that JJ found that is like Selena's twin, her lookalike, as a stand-in over in Brazil. So JJ is also, let's rack up the passport bro. And I feel like if Broketail had some money to travel, he would also be a passport bro. She says she wants her daughters to get along with their father. She said her other two daughters, they're gonna eventually start families, and she wants JJ to be a part of their life. She doesn't want to see them, cut him off, isolate them. I'm paraphrasing that. I'm guessing from what she said, that's what I'm guessing. Like basically all those major stages in their lives that are coming up, she wants him to actually be able to be a part of it. But to me, it seems like, we saw the reunion, or a clip of the reunion. He's going to get cut off. It's going to be Star all over again, where he finds out way later that, she's even pregnant or she's getting married, stuff like that. She said one of her daughters had called her and asked her, why do we always have to be the strong ones and hold stuff in? And that's one of the times Selena got very emotional. And I just feel so bad just seeing what it seems like they're going through. And then, so there was another time that JJ got mad at their daughters because they bought Selena some edible arrangements for the anniversary of her grandmother's passing. Selena had said she'd already lost her mom, father, grandfather, and best friend. And she had a stroke and seizures after her grandmother passed. She said, she couldn't walk or talk. She was in a wheelchair. And so when the anniversary came around, her daughters knew how much this affected her. and he fussed at them for doing something nice for her. Like, I'm the one that does everything for y'all, and she abandoned y'all, that over and over and over. So watch the clips and watch the count up, I guess, of all the things for me that stood out that reminded me of Martell Holt. And also let me know, how many similarities you saw with your own eyes, either based on the clip or if you watched the whole video on Selena's channel. And I will try to get to part 2. I will not put a time on it because then I might not be able to hold to that time, but I will try to watch part 2. Selena is very intriguing. I loved her on Bring It. I want to see her on TV again, but most of all, obviously, I hope that she is able to just be free of any narcissist. Like always, I hope the person that's under a narcissist is able to be free of them in some way. Here it goes again, though. It just seems like another person being enabled to go against somebody. So, all right. Let me know what y'all think after the clips. Talk to you later. Bye.
But I never thought I would be making a video like this. I never thought I would have to make a video defending myself. Someone hasn't gotten over the fact that I left them. Someone is trying to make my life miserable. Somebody is trying to paint this negative, bad picture of me that's not true. Anybody can tell you how I am in real life. While my ex-husband want to sit and drag me through the mud, him and his wife. I've always protected this man's image. When I tell you, I have dealt with this, what is it, Jekyll and Hyde? You have this good person over here. That's the person y'all see. The god darn it side, the fun side, that's what y'all see. But me, my daughters, we know him. Y'all don't. It's a totally different person. He has a dark side. And by his stepdaughter living in the house, I know she done seen him. That's why on the TV show, she was talking about he's controlling. And he is. History with this man goes really, really deep. And it goes dark. Very dark. That's why I'm no longer with him. On the show, season 2, someone insinuated that my daughters were colorists. She did a live, and the live is posted here on YouTube. And she was like, well, I just said what came to my mind. Then she blamed the audience for taking it too far. They made it into a big deal. You can't blame the audience. The audience can only go by with what they see, right? My kids were attacked. Their father wanted them to promote that episode. My girls didn't want to promote that episode because they didn't want to promote something that was going to make them look bad, and they knew it wasn't true. I had to leave JJ so many times for cheating, for physical abuse, from verbal abuse, from mental abuse, from him being a compulsive liar, from him being a serial cheater, from him being so controlling. I just couldn't go back. I didn't even know JJ them had got cast. Latrice called me. I was her first pick, but also Latrice called me back, and she was like, I was thinking about JJ. Now, I'm still giving this man props. After you done dragged me here in Mississippi for so many years, and you done lied on me for so many years, and after you done abused me for so many years, after you done cheated on me for so many years, after you done did all of that, I still spoke highly of you to her. Say, yeah, he'll be good for TV. Girl, his personality, the same thing I tell other people when they ask me about my ex. I said, oh yeah, he'll be good for TV. You know his personality, he got a big personality and this and that. I said, yeah, Belle be great. She was like, because the girls can come, his wife. I said, yeah. So I'm vouching for y'all. But if I would have known that y'all was going to use this platform to dog the hell out of me, to slander my name, to make up lies, to have this smear campaign, and y'all team up against me. I'm gonna sit up here and talk good about these people. Latrice called me again. This is after all of this stuff done happened. I can't remember if she called me, I think it was season 3. She called me and she was like, Selena, why you didn't tell me how they were? My response was, I was going to let you find out on your own. I didn't want to say anything negative about them, because even though this man did all of these things to me, I still look at him and be like, that's still the father of my kids. But I'm a true believer of everything happens for a reason. If he would have never got on this show, I wouldn't be sitting here. I would have never spoke my piece. I still would have allowed this man to drag me in the streets of Jackson, Mississippi. The people here in the streets of Jackson, Mississippi still believe the lies this man been telling for all of these years. That's what narcissists do. When you have those narcissistic traits and you don't left this person, that's not good. It's like they would never get over it. You would never win. That's why I never tried to go against this man publicly. After this, trust me, he coming for me. He coming for me. Because he think I'm going against him when I'm really standing up for myself. And I'm telling the truth. I have the paper over here of like the day we supposed to go to court. I'm not gonna lie, I can't even remember if we went to court or not, because I used to let this man control my mind. I used to let him get in my head. I let him do that for so long. All of this started happening. That's when I found the letter that I wrote his mom after I left him, so she can understand why. Because I know if she's listening to his side, it's going to be in his favor. Just like now, everything is in his favor. JJ gives himself extra credit. And over here, I get 0. He act like the kids were never here. When they was going to school in Clinton, I would pick them kids up from the bus stop. They would come to my house. We would do homework. I would cook. Do everything a mom is supposed to do. Sometimes they would take a bath here, and I would go ahead and drop them off that night. All I had to do was go in the house with JJ and go to bed. Everything was already done. Sometimes they would stay the night, and I would take them to the bus stop. If I didn't take them to the bus stop, I would take them to school and be in that long Clinton line. I've always been there for my kids. This man has done so many evil things to me. I'm trying to turn the kids against her. I have not done anything to this lady. She was the one being rude to me. So how am I trying to turn the kids against her? And the kids are with me, and the kids are seeing this. They're right here with me at the mall. But I get blamed. I get blamed for everything. Say I try to corrupt the kids' minds. That's what you do. Sometimes I be talking directly to him because I know he's going to look at the video. We already know why. Because her mother neglected her. And let's get that straight. She did not neglect her babies for mine. Her own words, she neglected them trying to get a man. Now, you know, if you're dating somebody and they have kids, yeah, you're going to do whatever you can to impress them. Anything. You're going to comb here. You're going to fix plates. You're going to do this. Some will probably take your kids shopping. They're going to do whatever they can to impress this man over here. And that's what she did. Because you know, in real life, this is an issue and has been an issue within the family for a long time. It's an issue that's never been solved. And that made me think, JJ don't want me and her to ever get along because he don't want me to expose the real him. But I'm sure she done seen it. When I was pregnant with son Jay and we went to go get that sonogram, that was supposed to have been a happy day for me to find out the gender of my child. It turned out to be the worst. I cried all day. Some stuff I don't be wanting to say because I don't want to hurt my kids. So that's why I'm like, how? And I know they're grown. They still going to always be my babies. I don't care if they 40 years old, 50 years old. They still going to always be my babies. That's it. They're adults, but they're still my babies. So it's certain things I don't be wanting to say to hurt them, but they know exactly how this man operates. And that's why it's a problem, because now they're older, they're more vocal, but he's never listened to them. Never. Now, I don't know if he ever will. He feels like when the girls are talking to him, expressing their feelings, he feel like they're going against him. He feel like they're being disrespectful. No, they're like, Dad, we want you to finally hear us. He will believe a stranger over him believing his kids, and it's always been that way. He always throw me in their face. He would mention my son and throw it in their face, trying to make them feel guilty, trying to make it put the fault and the blame on them. Sanjay gonna want to get married. She's gonna want to start a family. Sky is gonna want to get married. She's gonna want to start a family. That's why I try to prevent things like this. I tried. At the reunion, the girls said they tried, and they did. And it seemed like we're the only ones that has been trying. JJ missed our grandson's birthday. You wanted a boy so bad. This is your first blood grandchild. You did not come to his birthday party on his birthday because of all of this that's going on. I don't care what we have going on. I was not about to miss my grandson's birthday party. But then she brought her ass back in my space once again to try to insult me, to try to embarrass me, I guess to try to humiliate me. That's when I started running off at the mouth. Because, baby, you don't let this show get to your head this quick and you really ain't making no noise. No noise. The only reason you're being talked about now is because of me. Because your name is in the same sentence as mine. All of your interviews are about me. All of them. Who was interviewing you before this incident? Back to back. So like I said, this lady done dropped her purse. You done took off your shades. You done pushed somebody's arm out the way. And then you charge at me. I'm still in my same spot. I still got my purse right here. I still got my champagne in my glass. I have not moved. You charged at me like a bull that done seen red. So who's not going to have a natural reaction to defend themselves? For the people talking about, oh, I would have pressed charges too. You don't hit nobody. Baby, anybody run up on me, a person I know hates my guts, still don't know the reason why. The only thing I can think of is you and your husband be pillow talking. And he done told you all of these lies about me, and you believe him. Because he can always try to make himself look good. Always. Don't forget, we have friends from way back then that can vouch for me. I lost friends dealing with this man. They wouldn't even come see me at the house. They would be like, if your husband there, I'm not coming. You would block my friends. I couldn't even have a cell phone. He's controlling. I wasn't allowed a cell phone. And then you was like, neither one of us gonna have a cell phone, only to find out he had a cell phone. He was hiding in his truck the whole time. This man has always been jealous of me and my girl's relationship. He would get mad. What mother abandoned the kids who have all of this? These from my babies. All of this from my babies. I keep everything. I love you, Mom. Just all of this. And I was in their life. So, but he'll try to switch this around. They was crying out for her, writing her stuff. Boy, Happy Mother's Day. They did this stuff at school. The school I used to visit all the time. The school I used to go to and eat lunch with. The school I went to look at all their programs. The school I used to go to the do their book the book fairs and all of that. I love you, Mom. You are the best mom I ever had. Thank you for helping me. I love you so much. Like, that's why he mad. You try to get into the girl's head so they can hate me. It's like a mind control. The more you repeat something, I did this for you. I did this for you. I raised you. I raised you. I raised you. Your mama didn't do nothing. You hear that for years. He thought my girls was going to start to believe that. But they know. That's why my girls have said so many times, we were there. We remember everything. Everything. And I found something that my daughter wrote. Kids are smart. Kids pay attention to everything. I never had to say anything to them. Never. As they grew and they got older, they saw the real you. So why would I have to say something to them about you? They was going to eventually find out. That's why they said I never talk bad about you, because I don't. But you still want to be like, she's trying to turn the kids against me. She's trying to turn them against my wife. Your wife? People or whoever these people that's been coming on my social media page for years. Are you saying the same thing? So it had to come out their house. Why are you trying to turn your kids against old girl? I'm like, who are these people that comes on my page just randomly? Are these folks coming on my page talking about what I done did, which is not true? It's the other way around. I just delete the comment and I block them. But they still was coming back. Still was coming back. And that went on for a long time. Then people would send me screenshots throughout the years. This went on for years now. They would send me screenshots. And was like, is something going on with you and old girl? I'm like, no, I haven't talked to her. We can tell she be throwing shots at you, Selena, all the time. That girl always throwing shots. I'm like, I don't know why. Because I don't even be thinking about her. But after they got married, people calling me. But after they got married, I see she unblocked me. I guess to try to throw it in my face because I saw her stuff come up on my Explore page then. I'm like, baby, I don't care that y'all got married. I left him for a reason. You have a man that I no longer wanted. You have a man that begged me to come back to him. You have a man that went on national TV and said he waited and sat there and waited for me for 3 years. You have a man that was calling my mama every other day, begging her to beg me to come back to him. And you still asking him if he's in love with me. Now, see, it's a lot of stuff I can say about that. He gonna deny it. Then she'll be talking, oh, yeah, she trying to mess up my marriage now. Because, baby, if I tell that, I add allegedly by a whole lot of people, because you keep my name in your mouth. You keep my name in your mouth. What father would tell their daughter's boyfriend how to not get caught cheating? So you want who they're dating to cheat on them? You teaching them? You telling them how to not get caught cheating? I got the answer, he said. And go out the country. Go out the country. And I also heard allegedly by several people that one of the females he was seeing in Brazil, guess what she looked like? Me. They was like, Selena, she can be your twin. Y'all built alike. Y'all look alike. I thought it was you. Said, baby, I ain't been to no Brazil. But everybody got a twin. That's why he mad. But I would never get mad that my children love their father. I want them to love their father. That's one of the things I hate most is when they don't get along. You know why? Because it affects my children. One of my kids called me last year when I was on the coast, and I heard it in her voice. And I'm like, what's wrong? She was like, how do you know something's wrong? I said, because I know you. And I said, what's wrong? And my baby started crying. She was like, Mama, why we always have to be the strongest ones? Because we done took so much crap. Why do we always have to be the strong ones? Why do we have to hold all of this stuff in? You know, why us? And I'm like, baby, God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. I may be crying, but I can handle it because I done been through so much. But anyway, it's a lot. And you should want them to love their mother. You should want them to love their mom. Why be jealous of our relationship? You got mad because on my grandmother's death anniversary. This picture is on my Instagram too. The girls bought me some edible arrangements. They bought me some chocolate covered strawberries because they know after I lost my grandmother, I've lost one of the most important people in my life. She was the last mom I had. I already lost my mom. I had already lost my father. My grandfather who raised me. Lost my best friend. All of this is sort of like back to back, like 3 years apart or whatever. My grandfather I was a little girl. I still think about that man. My son reminded me so much of my grandfather. But after my grandmother passed, that's when I had the stroke. That's when I had the seizures. That's when I couldn't walk. That's when I couldn't talk. That's when I couldn't write. That's when I was in a wheelchair. Okay? So, all of that. And my kids know that was a very, very sad day for me. The anniversary of my grandmother's death. So when they bought me those edible arrangements, here he come. I'm the one who gonna took care of you. And you get your mama this. Why are you mad? You mad about some chocolate covered strawberries? You mad because the girls got me some chocolate covered strawberries on a day like that? By you getting upset about something so simple and your daughters showing love and showing that they care for their mother just to help ease my pain, that's even a problem. That's evil. That is so selfish. If anything was to ever happen to either one of his parents, I don't care what we are going through. Those are my kids' grandparents. There is no way. I still, after this man did all this stuff to me, I still would be like, go over there with your dad. Make sure he good. This and that. Because I know what it's like to lose someone you love. My grandmother wanted to adopt me. My mom wouldn't let her. She was a twin. I manifested my twins. When I was a little girl, I always was like, I want twins when I grow up. And I got them. But your day is going to come. Baby, you can be on top of the world. You can have the world in your hand. And it can be taken away from you. Taking all of your time, taking all of your time.